Hey peeps, on here, also known as Schwig. This is my weekly summary, week 3 summary of the Deeper State Keto program. So I've been doing it for 3 weeks. I am in phase 2, which is like the weight loss phase of the program. I started this program at 213.8 pounds. In my first week while I was onboarding, which means I've increased my calories to try to get them to a good enough level to start backing off and to lose weight. I want to build up my metabolism. I need to repair this damaged metabolism that I've created for myself over many, many years of dieting. So the first week I increased my calories up to 2,138 calories a day. I lost 4.4 pounds. So I started phase 2 because the program told me that I was now at a high enough a caloric intake that I could do the rest of the program safely. Because you don't want to get to too low of calories is basically the gist of it. Week 2, which was phase 1, is where you're looking for your protein threshold. And I found it that week. I was very tired, lethargic. I had lots of headaches. I didn't feel like I was in tip-top shape. That week, my weight fluctuated up and down, from 209, 208, 209, 207, 208, 210, 209, that kind of thing. In the end, by the end of the week, I'd lost 0.2 of a pound. It was a tough week. I went through a lot up here. There were a lot of emotional crap and a lot of... maybe it was because I was seeing the scale and it not going the direction I wanted to, even though I know that this program doesn't work that way. I knew that I should be gaining weight actually in that phase once I had reached my protein threshold. But I didn't get some of the typical signs that they talk about, so I didn't feel bloated. Oh, there's a whole list of them, and you think I can think of them right now? Not a chance. But I was tired. I and I had these headaches, and I thought maybe it was my electrolytes, but I think I really do believe I take enough electrolytes that that shouldn't be why I'm getting a headache. So I figured I reached my protein threshold. Therefore, last week I started phase 2. I started phase 2 at 109.2 pounds. So I'm just going to rattle off each day for the 7 days that I was this last week. So it was 109.2, 109.1, 108.0, so it was almost a pound, 106.6. You guys know I mean 200s, right? 209.2, 209.1, 208.0, 206.6, 206.5, 206.4, 206.1, and 206.1. So I was really quite happy at the beginning of the week to see the drop from 209 down to 206, but really, oh yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the majority of the week, I was at 206 pounds. And even though it was still going down, it wasn't going down very fast. And I have to say, I was getting frustrated. I always hear noises. I was getting really frustrated because my scale wasn't going down very fast. And I had to stop and take a step back and really think about it. And I realized that hey, at the beginning of the week, I was 209 pounds. I was really stuck in my head about this 206-pound number. That it was only going down by 0.1 pound each time and each day. Number one, it was moving in the right direction. And number two, I still lost 3.1 pounds for the whole week. 3.1 pounds. I'm pretty excited about that. So that put me this morning at 206.1 pounds. Now I have to tell you, I didn't look it up. 203 point something, I think it's like 203.7, is my lowest adult weight. I've told you guys before, in case you're new to my channel, I'll say it again. I got pregnant at 18 years old. I went over 200 pounds from then on. I've never been under 200 pounds since then. So I was a teenager. So literally, very literally, my lowest adult weight was 203.7 pounds. I've got a bit of anxiety thinking about that and thinking about how close I am right now, and hopefully next week I surpass it. But I've never been below that. I've never been below 200 as an adult. I've got so many people around me in the last little while have commented about how I look and how they feel that I don't need to lose any more weight, that I look really good. And I tell them, I will tell each and every one of them, I'm still over 200 pounds. That's not a good weight to be at. If I was taller, maybe it would be. But no, it isn't. I can't even tell you how tall I am. That really kind of picks me. I was told I was 6 foot. I was told I was 5'6.5". That was pre-surgery, and I've since been told by 2 different professional places that I'm 5'5". That I don't like that. I don't know. Anyways, I got sidetracked again, and you think I can remember what exactly I was talking about? No. So anyways, yeah, I just need to appreciate that I have lost weight. At 3.1 pounds, nothing to sneeze at. I think the way this program works, I haven't done it for long enough to really know, but the way I think it works and what I've heard from Matt and Meg at Keto Connect and Robert Sykes and Crystal Love at Keto Savage is, you want your body to make the adjustments very, very slowly so that you don't ever put your body into a state of panic or a state of emergency that all of a sudden it's got to hold on to all these calories because it's going to starve to death. You want to make the changes so slow that your body gets used to it as you go along. And therefore, that is why you do not change anything throughout the week, that you wait until the end of the week before you change your macros. And when you do change your macros, it's just by a little bit. So, based on that kind of knowledge, it only stands to reason in my head anyways that in the beginning of the week I would probably lose more weight than at the end because my body is getting used to that caloric deficit. Does that make sense? So now that my weight, even for 2 days, I've been at 206.1. Even though it's still going in the right direction, it's not going very fast. And I'm thinking, like I said, it makes sense to me that reducing my macros, just even that little bit, should help, should kickstart some more weight loss, more probably at the beginning of this month and then slow to the end of the month. My body will be used to it again, and then I'll change my macros again. That's the way I'm hoping it goes. We'll see. We'll see. So I am not on target. I told you guys, based on the spreadsheets that you get when you sign up for the Deeper State Keto, that by August 24th, I should be, it's projected that I would be under 200 pounds. It'd be 199.4. And I'm just not going to make that at all. I am currently plus 5.37 pounds from where the program says I should be. I'm totally okay with that, as long as I can just keep going in the right direction. So, macros. My macros for last week, my fat was supposed to be at 177. So, in reality, what I did was my fat macros went anywhere between 173 and 180 for the week. Stayed closer to 178, 177, which is exactly where I'm supposed to be. My protein was 132 grams of protein, and it was reduced, I think it was reduced to 124. It doesn't actually say here. So in reality, what I actually had was between 122 and 125 grams of protein on any given day throughout last week. And my carbs were mostly 10. I had 2 that were at 12, 1 at 9. So that's the reality. That's what it was. My calories actually went from 2151 was the highest and 2072 was the lowest throughout the week. So not a huge variation in there. Excuse me, it's getting very late again. This week they're changing. So it went from what was supposed to be 177 of grams of fat. I'm now going to be, for this following week, 176 grams of fat. Not much of a change. The protein. Protein was supposed to be at 124 grams of protein for the week. It will be 120 for this coming week. That starts today. Like, that's what I did today. And then carbs are always under 10. So that's where I'm at. They want my calories to be 2,108 calories for each day for the week. I'm not seeing a problem yet. I think I can handle this. So this coming week, things to work on. Going to bed earlier. That starts tomorrow night. Can't do it now because I'm already too late. So going to bed earlier. I'm going to continue to work on my meal prep and planning. And I've got to try and figure out how to upload these to YouTube a little faster. And so whether I have to stick with it longer throughout the day or whatever, I just got to do it. So I'm going to work on that and try and be all caught up with you guys in by the end of this week. So, or next week. By Wednesday. Because that's my week, Wednesday to Wednesday. Alrighty. I think that's it. Time for me to go to bed. I am just like way too tired. So, if you're new to my channel, hey, and if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much. I love and appreciate every single one of you for supporting me in this journey. I am probably going to do these videos longer than 30 days. Probably probably keep up with the DSK stuff, just because it makes me accountable. And when I know I got to come on here and confess to all of you that I ate something I wasn't supposed to, it makes me think twice. It really, really does. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. Give me a thumbs up and let me know you're still here. If you haven't already, push subscribe and ring the bell for notifications if you want to continue to or want to receive notifications for these videos whenever I post one, whenever I can. They're supposed to be daily, but whenever I can get it on there. And I hope to see you again soon. Peace out, peeps.